Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the last Let's Focus Together during this week, the week before Christmas. Can you guys believe it's already the 22nd? My blog calendar still says the 21. So you know what? We're gonna ignore that. That sounds perfect. Uh So today is the last stream during 2023 that I will be here on YouTube. Um, Sadly, this morning I wasn't able to stream live. God, uh, my morning got super sidetracked, so never made it to the desk. But I was like, I'm not missing the 4 p.m. one. I'm not missing that one. So here I am. I will not be writing. I know still have a short romance to draft, which I had to re-outline. But it seems like today I'm resistant to writing. My brain really just doesn't want to do any more writing anymore. So I'm gonna listen to that. That doesn't mean I don't have more things to do. So I'm just gonna do some admin, some marketing strategy, and possibly create a specific strategy that I can then create promotional and social media posts for my non-disclosed pen name. Um, so that's what I'm like looking to the side to the Google document that I have, kind of like working through what my ideal reader for that pen name is, which that's gonna then base my marketing strategy, which that's gonna then help me come up with promotional posts in social media and things like that. Um, I again woke up from a nap. Uh, Nia's stream was a great stream to lull me to sleep. So I was there. I was I was being lulled by Nia and her music, and I think she was playing The Sims after she got done with her to-do list. That slept through all of it. But sadly, I woke up with a headache, so we're dealing with that too. Um, Anyways, we're gonna, do this thing so my updates are not gonna be like workout related or anything like that. It's probably a little more on the percentage on like how far along I am building the ideal reader profile, and if I switch to then um, decide on which marketing strategy I'm gonna go for and building that, you know, to some people this is the boring stuff, and sometimes it is boring for me, but I do also enjoy building these things and figuring these things out. So let's go ahead and say hi to my friends. We got very early JC. She stepped out for a bit and kind of like left a comment just in case. We also got Green Rule. Welcome, welcome. Hope you are doing well. Let me know in the chat what would you like to do during the stream. We usually run 3 25-minute stream sprints with some chatty bits in between. We got also got Hazel, not Nicole. How are you, friend? Are you at work or is it today your day off? We got Victoria. Hi. We got Peppa. Hello, hello. And also, you guys let me know, what are you planning to do? Are you writing, reading, relaxing? Are you planning? Are you, I don't know, wrapping presents? Uh, let me know what you're getting up to. 2 days the day off. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. That's fantastic. So let's go ahead and do our first 20-minute sprint so we can start getting some work done or some reading or whatever you're doing. If you're just relaxing, hopefully I am not being too loud. Hopefully you're able to kind of like relax along me being white noise. We got hazelnut, friend Nicole. Gives me time to catch up on some reading. Yes. And Kappa is revising. We're loving that. Okay, friends, I'm gonna go ahead and hit play, and I'll see you guys in 25 minutes. In time. That was our first 30-minute sprint. How did we do? While we were sprinting, Deidre came in saying, "Hi, friends. Let's hope the net holds. Hopefully, the internet is behaving." Also, towards the tail end, our friend Regina came here. She heard about my stream through Weeks into Fiction. Oh, nice! So nice of Nia. I'll play you in the background while I alternate between Christmas piano and adding words to my current project. Sounds like fun. Sounds like you're already kind of like getting into the holiday mood with the Christmas music and things like that, which I totally love. Love, love, love that. Which I wish StreamYard had like a holiday uh loop of music that I could play, but lo-fi it is. Um, Let me know how did you do during those first 25 minutes. I finished my ideal reader. Keep in mind I did not start it like it was it was more than halfway done. I had the small section of their values and goals, and then the last thing that I needed to fill in was what are their challenges. Um, and before the sprint ended, I opened it, uh, the PDF that I created that it is available in my coffee shop. Um, I opened the awareness marketing strategy document. So I want to go through it and see if I can start building that. Um, I will go ahead and share my link tree, which you can find pretty much all of my handy dandy important links. Some Pretty sure. Let me make sure where the heck. Okay, okay. It's actually I don't know what is happening with the the my laptop is it keeps changing kind of like brightness on its own and I don't like it. Let's see. D3 will so far good so far so good. I think we're doing something I think they were doing something at the internet company. Not surprised. Papa saying hi to Deidre and Regina and happy holidays. Started writing my last newsletter of the year. Oh my god, I need to write one too. Oh, okay, friends. So if you are interested in the marketing strategy PDF, they are available on my coffee shop, but for Helpful Esther. Um, and there's some additional things that are free. Uh, Not only on the coffee, but they're not on the coffee, they are on the Instagram. So handy dandy link 3 for the helpful Esther. How to build up your ideal profile. It is free on the helpful Esther Instagram. And if you're interested in getting the marketing strategy PDF, they are on the shop for helpful Esther. They're not on mine on their Esther. We also got Cool Gamer here. Hello, friend. How are you doing? That was happening with mine too just now. Do you have Windows 11? I actually don't. I will have to look at the specs. I imagine because this computer it's probably just a year old, so I think it is Windows 11. Um, it's just so strange. So Kappa, I'm nearing the end of part two, and I want to get done so I can write part three. Nice, which takes place in December and includes Christmas and dystopia. Ooh, how Christmas will like is the are you keeping the festivities and kind of like the traditions the same, or are you changing them because it is a dystopian? I'm interested also. Link here. Saying hi back and saying hi to Cool. Hope you're doing well, friend. Maybe Windows is doing something too. All the companies are doing end of the year updates. It's at least for me, it's been happening, I think, for the last couple of days. And what I am noticing is if I'm switching between tabs and one tab is like the way that it's built is wider than the previous tab that I was in, or if I go from a tab that I have then for example, for YouTube, I have it in the black fissure kind of thing. But when I go to StreamYard Studios, StreamYard is completely white, so that changes. And then I have to like go back and finagle with the brightness because it's two different things. If I do the same with uh, see with the helpful ester length tree, it doesn't do it because it's a pretty. It's not super bright, but it's a bright blue. But if I do it with my ester length tree, which is completely black too, then it does that. So I think is if I am switching between tabs that are one is in dark mode and the other is not, that's when the screen brightness is like, I don't understand what you're trying to do. So I don't know. It's very different. Ooh, uh, I'm excited. I hope we can get to read it soon-ish. Sooner rather than later. I think Google has updated 5 times in the last week. I am not surprised, especially because a lot of companies are now kind of like closing operations towards the end of the year to give their employees threads, but the real reason is because they save money by closing offices for a week or so. Um, which will mean that everything imperative has to get done before they close. So I imagine that's one of the main reasons why a lot of these things happen kind of like towards the end of the year. Here we go. Here we go. And maybe for you guys, you don't see the difference, but I see it, and it's strange for me. Um, So let me go ahead. I need to create a different document on Google Docs. So kind of like probably this is going to be more of a brainstorm into the awareness, brainstorm marketing ideas. Awareness. Here we go. I think that's what's gonna be the next thing. Just brainstorming it, and then I'll come up with it. Let's see. Okie dokes. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our second 25-minute sprint. Yes, I'm kind of like going through them pretty quickly. Um, Most of it is because I have a headache and I would like not to have two bright screens in front of me. Uh, that's a good question that I don't know if I have the answer. I mean, if if those are important for the the softwares and the different programs that most companies need to use to run anything. Like if and everything that makes Google run gets affected by this, then I will understand having to make updates to accommodate the whatever change in that. Um, but if it's just like another cool addition to the already getting saturated AI sphere, then I would imagine they will they will probably leave changes like big changes for the next year and just roll maintenance things. That's what I will think. I'm also not a computer engineer and I'm not a software engineer, so I this is just speculations from my part. Hi Nia, how are you? Did you enjoy your stream? It was a great background noise for my nap, let me tell you. I've been watching Shapiro and some others who are talking about it all the time. ChatGPT, the Google version, the dozen of others are evidently pulling out a lot of traffic. Yeah, but I don't think it's traffic those engines are not used to. Like let's say Google's AI version doesn't it's a different software that will tap into Google per se to do all the searches it needs to do from the prompt the human ask, but it's just one like I don't think the way I mean, again, this is speculation. I'm not a software engineer or anything like that, but I don't think if 100 people get into Google AI or ChatGPT at the same time and do a prompt for the AI to search means that Google as an engine feels like there's 100 people searching at the same time. And also, I feel like search engines are already built to have thousands, if not hundreds, if not millions of people searching at the same time at any given moment with any given complicated searches. Um, I think smaller websites might be able to have trouble with the traffic if they have added AI add-ons to their website, but they're not built for traffic. Saying hi to Nia and Kappa, and good point about the menus to heavy traffic. Yeah, it may be that um they're just running, just patching up things to get them through the end of the year, and then they will get into the heavier lifting throughout 2024. Who knows? Um, What I do know is for technology and devices to still be relevant to our lives, they have to run fast, smooth, and as pain-free as possible. So that requires companies to consistently troubleshoot and recode things and rewrite things and run updates consistently so that we still are prone to use all of the technology. Mm. As a writer, I don't want to connect to ChatGPT, but I wish there was a safe way to play with the art sites and video cartoon sites. I mean, artists and they have already told if they were asked and if there was a way to opt out, and that opt out decision was respected and was there's a follow through, they wouldn't like because there's artists that don't mind their style fit into the AI. But there are artists that do mind and will love to have an opt-out version and for that opt-out decision to be respected and to have a follow through to actually be like, okay, all these artists are opt-out of all of this AI uh machines, then we're gonna make sure that no one else's is inputting their art into it. And maybe create a add-on that detects that specific art and removes it automatically and be like, this is not art that has been approved to be on our site. So, regardless if the artist or another person inputs it, because we don't have the permission, we have already an automatic device to remove it. And if any software engineer is listening to this and you guys have not thought of this, you know, get working on it. I don't think it's going to be a harder code to write than to create an AI. I don't know. That's just my take. Um, and that's just based on what we already heard from artists. Like some don't mind and some do mind and will like for a way to be assured that it's not gonna keep getting injected into the AI machine. And I think it goes for any creators. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of writers who wouldn't mind fitting their works into an AI. And I'm sure there's plenty of writers who do mind. And I think is there should be an option to be like, I don't want my work to be there, and a way to ensure that that happens. And if the company behind the AI engine doesn't follow through, then there's got to be legislation, laws to keep those companies accountable because they are profiting and other people are profiting from what they they really didn't do. And it didn't spend years and a lot of the time money into the education system to get those skills and end up reaching that specific style. So as much as we want things to be uh simplified, I think uniqueness should be protected if the style owner wants that. Um, saying me tempting, it was a good stream. Had to sure to pick up the kiddo. Nice. I have a question for everyone. Do you run through your MS using ProWriting A or Grammarly before sending it to beta readers. Um, I used to use Grammarly, but then I realized Grammarly is it changes everything to past tense. Uh, Regardless of it doesn't recognize. So, okay. So the things with AI assistant softwares like ProWriting Aid and Grammarly, a lot of the times they just have a set grammar rules, and is you the human who decides to stick to it or not. Grammarly, especially the free version, is pretty stuck on past tense, and it will change everything to past tense. And then I used to have the paid account for a little bit, and for fiction, I don't feel it works that well because, especially if you're writing like sci-fi or fantasy or things like that, it colloquialize your writing a lot. Um, because I think it's meant for you to sound polite, friendly, professional in workspaces. It's not geared to any literature, genre fiction, or anything like that. Like you could run through it, but again, you're gonna find out that you meant to write in a specific tense, and it will change it all to another one. Um, with pro writing aid, you have a little more wiggle room because that you can choose which type of English you are using. So you can use uh they have a general, and when they do general, they just take American English, English and Australian English, and then kind of like sauce it out from there. But you can choose to stay in American English or English, like Britain English or Australian English. And they do actually have genres that you can choose from. I wish the genres were a little more diverse. There was a lot more options, but you can have a little more wiggle room to telling the grammar assistant thing what kind of like type of fiction and general voice you're going. Um, if you if you do everything, exactly everything pro writing aid asks you to do, your writing will sound very, very dry. You wouldn't have a voice. So I use for writing aid, but I use it to mostly to clean up my verb tenses and to kind of like pinpoint when I just like when my sentences are too long or are meandering or just it's just convoluted and confusing sentence. For everything else, I will just use a human editor because they they can do so much without you sounding like a lifeless computer, which is what they are. That's just my take. Other people can chime in. Um, my sisters uses AI to write nonfiction blogs, but I'm not impressed with the fiction samples I found on YouTube. I think our fiction is not going to be made obsolete. No, I think if I think this is something a lot of like people who try to get rich with writing found out very quickly. Um, AI does not produce riveting not even entertaining fiction, um, because a lot of people churn out books, and now you see places like Amazon, uh, who are trying to crack down on that. And I have heard more and more people using the look inside feature in a lot of online retails to kind of like check if the book feels like it was written by AI or it was written by an actual human. I It doesn't surprise me that a lot of people are using it from um for nonfiction, for blogs, for like listings. I've been in plenty events that I work at. Like realtors, car sales, a lot of like sales thing related that had recommending using ChatGPT to create dynamic. But when I look at what they thought was dynamic, I just different wordings of the same listing, to use ChatGPT for that, instead of pulling their hair when they're not like writers and they're not like copywriters, uh trying to come up with different styles of a listing that could pull different people in. That was what was recommended for them. Also, uh a lot of those events recommended ChatGPT to do searches or to kind of like use as a bounce ball for ideas for content. That's what I heard, and that makes sense, especially if you don't have anyone or you don't trust anyone with your ideas. I mean, you can be a little general with ChatGPT just in case, and then save your more unique ideas to yourself. No, I don't use those programs at all. We're gonna get into it this brain in just a few seconds. At all, trust yourself and your own voice. Your beta readers can do for you what those programs are supposed to do, but don't. Yes. It wants to fix dialogue that you want to sound casual, like just two people talking. Yes. And a lot of the times, what you're writing in your fiction is not necessarily two friendly, casual people talking, especially not people in the 21st century. AI does not produce riveting fiction. Thank you, thank you. I have I had per writing for a year. It was both helpful and confusing, and to go through all it takes days. I use it for verb tenses because when I've changed written things so many times, I miss those kind of changes. I imagine, yeah. And also, I do, because probably we do have this in common. Since we are bilingual, we're not gonna be always the best person to identified when we're misusing grammar. Like, I cannot for the life of me point out when I am switching tenses. I may be able to point it once or twice in like 10 pages, but then someone who is better at English grammar can point like 8 in a single page, and it would just fly over my head. That's something for me providing aid does pretty decently. Um, it recognize when I'm like switching tenses, and it helps with that. At least for me. I had a full classes on AI in marketing course. I'll admit it's pretty good for marketing copy, yeah, but it takes a whole lot of prompting engineering to get it done right, and it takes a while to learn it. Yes, yes, you have to like. People don't understand that you have to prompt the right things to get the result that you want, or you have to be willing to prompt and prompt and prompt and prompt until something comes out of it or something clicks for you and you connect the dots. The challenge of having to learn from in a year that alone turns me off, yeah. But for fiction, it still has a far away, and I don't think they will be able to get it there. Yeah, better spent actually writing facts. What I would love them to perfect is the AI that transcribe dictation software for different accents. That will be happy. That I will happily volunteer to help test out. Yes, yes. I will much rather them spend a lot of the AI features to make dictation for different accents and from different like tones of voices too, um, to make it more accessible. Yeah, some of those tense changes always leak through. I'm blind to my own mistakes. I'm pretty sure we all are blind to our own mistakes. I love that Esther can translate my title. Oh, I got you. I got you. We are basically neighbors. Even though Jamaica's a lot further than Puerto Rico. I mean, we're Caribbean. I get it. I got it. Uh they do everything but improve voice to text. Yes. And that will be so much that that will be so great for so many people because it will make so many things more accessible. But accessibility is something hard to convince people to get behind. Okay, let's go ahead and do our second 25-minute sprint. I love this conversation, friends. I'm going to go ahead and grab a bottle of water and get working on this marketing strategy. See you in 24 minutes. And that is time. How did we do, friends? How did we do? As for myself, I decided what three things I'm gonna start brainstorming. Um, three strategy. Okay, let me be more specific. I picked three strategies that I'm gonna brainstorm what I can do in each one that are within the awareness marketing strategy. And then I will probably decide what will be the priority out of the three, like which will get more of my time compared to the others. Um, so I picked those and I started to brainstorm what I would like to do. Um, that's what I did right now. Let's see. We got. Oh, yes. The moment. Yes, we are very much neighbors. And once we started the second sprint, Mama Becky greeted us with a happy sprinting and lurking from the TV. A lot of highs and happy holidays. We got our friend Eva coming in too, and more happy holidays. Eva ate dinner. Nice. There's some slices of pizza waiting for me after the stream. Um, Hazelnut took a nap and read a couple of pages of this sci-fi anthology. Sounds wonderful. I am so ready to just read, watch, and just take care of all the messes that I have caused in my house. That those are my plans. I The only devices that I will be connecting will be my Kindle and either and my Viki app and my Ishi app and maybe the Netflix, but mostly it's just Viki and Ishi. Um, and Ishi is a Chinese app with a lot of dramas in it. Um, I realized I have to send another newsletter next week for a promo, so I'm doing it from today and scheduling it. Nice. Thank you so very much. I am so ready. So ready. Almost done with the one I'm sending today. Awesome. Another high for Kappa. I got through a few more pages. Love it. Deidre says hi to Eva. Are you simming later? Are you playing The Sims live, Deidre? I don't know why today I cannot say your name correctly. Don't know what is happening today. Let me know so I can go and grab the link. Um, my plans for the next few weeks are Sims, reading, eating, and sleeping, I think. That sounds quite similar to me. I would just probably do reading, cleaning, watching, maybe some simming here and there, and sleeping. No, not today. I will be lying in bed all night. That sounds fabulous. I do have to finish that apartment shell that I started. Maybe that's something I can do tomorrow. I don't know. I decided to use the beautiful stationery set from my eldest for 2024 Buju symptom tracker and to use the extra scrapbooking paper for project posties on the Canva. That sounds fabulous. Sounds like a great way to disconnect of the digital world while still doing something crafty and creative that could like allow you to keep tabs on the things that do matter in your life, which is, your symptom tracking and your project tracking and all those things. I love that, Mama Maggie. My plans are the same as they always are. Do whatever I want. I love it. I love it. Well, except Sims. My computer won't let me. Ah, boo-hoo, computer. We'll be playing The Sims, just not on Twitch. Awesome. Hey, that's a fun idea for the campaign. Yes. Laura and Jules have such pretty videos. They do. They do. Oh God. Their pictures are like works of art. I wish I could. New laptop will be here today or tomorrow. Yay! Yay for the new laptop. Yes. And we send all positive vibes and vibrations and wishes and thoughts that this computer life for you will be extra long. That it works for you 7, 10, 13 years, that when you tell people how long you've been using this laptop and it's still working fine, people are like gasping with shock. That's what I'm sending to you, Mama Maggie, into your laptop. That it you will be surprised. The laptop that I retire it because it was starting to get slow, and it's still it is in this shelf. You're not gonna be able to see it, but it's the shelf slightly below the printer. That laptop has been with me for 12, 14 years and it still works. And it runs like I know it was starting to get slow because it was starting to get slow while I was playing The Sims. And that's when I was like, "Wait, I need to switch because I don't want to kill this laptop." So I am pretty sure I can connect that laptop and it's gonna work just fine. So yay for the laptop. We miss you too, my Maggie. You're such a light. I back up only a few days before I die. Oh, thank God, Lord, the universe, whichever deity you believe in. Oh, that the one that I have been to the repair shop 4 times in less than 4 years. Oh no, that was a lemon of a laptop. I really, really hope that this new laptop will work for you with little to no troubles for years and years and years and years that there's a moment that you have to be like, wait, when did I got this computer? That's how long I wanted it to last for you. Yeah, your gut knew was going, so it pushes you to back it all up. I have a very old, slow one that is 7 years old. It doesn't have enough memory for Windows and Microsoft. Yeah. I must be using my laptops incorrectly as my laptop lasts max 5, 6 years. I think part of it can be brands because I used to have, and I really liked that laptop, and I, I was really mad when it broke. I used to own a Samsung laptop. It had all the specs that I wanted. It runs smoothly. It was the size that I like. It was like made up for me. I got like that blue screen of death 3 years in. And I am not, I mean, I use my laptops, but I don't abuse my laptops. Like, I have my best friend is a IT professional. I say that because I don't know uh, his like his real. position. But that's what I tell everyone, and he's like, "You really use your laptops, but you are not." He's like, "I don't. You never been someone who like burns through laptops, and like expose your laptop to crazy things." Um, that laptop I mourned because I think a year and a half in or 2 years, the battery stopped working, and finding a replacement was so difficult. And then 3 years in, I got that blue screen of death, and I it was not salvageable at all. And I was so mad. Really happy for you that you back up before it decided to conk out of you. Yes. It is funny that I can chat through a tablet and watch the screen to the TV. I love it. I love it. Do y'all hit like yet? Yes. If you haven't, please do so. You can hit it, you can tap it, you can bop it, you can do like boop to the like. You can, I don't know, squeeze. I don't know. Do whatever you want to the like, as long as the like has your consent. Let's be consensual here, friends. I love my Dell, but one day it started overheating, then it popped and was dead. Oh my god. Oh no, the blue screen gives me anxiety. Yes. I had this on 2 years now, and it has blue screen on me like 4 times this year. It is an Asus from Best Buy. Oh man. What brand is my yeah, mine is an Asus too. I have a Asus VivoBook. I bought it on Affix Max, I think, because they had a special on this one. It doesn't have the like the ugh, not the RAM. It has the RAM that I like, but it doesn't have memory. The amount of memory that I like. Um, But when I get spare money to do so, I will check with my friend and see if we can add an additional memory kind of thing and see if he will install it. Um, I need to make sure this has the space. I think it does have the slot to add an additional memory, but I need to make sure. Because I like my laptops with a specific RAM number and with a specific memory number. And this one meets the RAM, not the memory. And I don't enjoy having to pick up my external hard drivers to keep putting things there. Don't enjoy that. Laptops are only designed for 4 to 8 hours of use, 5 to 6 days per week. The 12 to 14-hour days of a writer's life is not meant for laptops. Yes, yeah, and you should event like I don't remember if it was once a week or a couple times a week, like completely shut it down. I try to do that with this laptop, and I also a lot of the times I try for the battery to be used completely before charging it all over again, so I don't burn through them. I'm notoriously good at burning through battery packs for the laptops. That I murder so many batteries for my laptops, and I feel kind of bad, but it is what it is. Um, You can smack it, squeeze it, bob it, as long as with consent, the like will like it. I do not know that. My poor laptop is working overtime then. Yes. Yes, it is. My old one was an Asus. Oh, it lasted 6 years. This one was probably a lemon. This is the second time Best Buy has been failing me. I may go desktop next time. Yeah. Or you might have to have maybe a combination of have a desk, well, depending on what you use for writing. Because for the longest time, I will have my laptop, which with everything that I have connected with it is technically it functions as a desktop because I don't move it from here. And then I was using my Chromebook because I was mostly using Google Docs. So my Chromebook will travel with me everywhere. But then I sort of stopped using Google Chrome, and I'm like even more hardcore into Scrivener. So now my laptop mm, comes with me a lot of the times. So thank God this is a pretty light laptop. So it's not super heavy on my bag. Um, because I am almost always have a Scrivener document open and I'm working on something. Um, and also I have multiple Google accounts open, and with a Chromebook that is pretty hard because I have to like switch uh the kind of like the loggings to get into all of those instead of on my laptop just having a bunch of tabs with different accounts in a single login kind of situation. So I know eventually once the writing career starts paying for itself, I would have like a hub of technology that is only for work and then have a different laptop that is just for my enjoyment for like watching K dramas and BLs and Chinese dramas and East Asian dramas and just playing The Sims and things like that, that has nothing that is writing related. But that's gonna happen when the writing starts paying for itself, not before. Um, I made backups on a terabyte drive and on SD cards plus Google and cloud storage. Because I email my stories to myself on specific email address only for that. I found an old story copy I lost there. Nice. If you go desktop, you may have to consider a surge protector. Yes, backup battery. I lost so much work because frequent power cuts. Yes. And if you're in a place that electricity surges fluctuates a lot, battery um I don't have my all of my things plugged into the thing in the wall. I forgot how it calls. I have an it's not an extension, but it's sort of like one that helps fluctuate, like work with the fluctuation of things. And even that you can see when the electricity here fluctuates because I will either dim or then I will get really bright. And how the things that we do to keep our technology working longer. Um, I have one of those for my old desktop. Yes. Yes, that's the dream. One set up for writing and another for personal gaming. Yes. Oh no, that sucked. Electricity mostly only fluctuate here during storms, but in some season storms are like back to back. Yes. So when that happens, D3, hopefully do not keep your devices, your most important devices connected, just in case. Say yes. So friends, it's almost 7. We do still have one more 25-minute sprint to go. So we're gonna get to it and we're just gonna go over the time a little bit. Hopefully you guys are not super against it. If you need to go feel free to do so. Just FYI, this is my last stream of the year here on my channel. And pretty much there's not gonna be any more content, YouTube wise or any social media wise from me until the next year. The only time you will see me before the end of the year is at Nia's Vixen of Fiction channel for the Author Tubers React. Last episode of 2023, we're doing like Friendsgiving, Christmas, New Year's kind of shenanigans uh, on December 30. Correct me if I'm wrong, Nia. It's 7:30 Eastern time. I think it is. Um, I will try to dress festive, and I will most likely have wine with me. So it's gonna be a party. Yes, party time. That's pretty much the last time that you will see me during 2023, and then we will roll in 2024 with some like goals, planning videos, kind of situation, things like that. Word of the year, the normal shenanigans I come early in the year. Um, as for Twitch, I will keep you all posted through the Discord, and I'll share the Discord link in just a few seconds. Creators on Main, which houses communities like mine, like Nia's, like Tessa's, Laura's, Tiffany's, Morgan. We all have our own little community there. I will let you guys know if I can do tomorrow, probably in the afternoon, kind of like some shenanigans. I'm thinking, if possible, I can go live on Twitch, do a little bit of Sims, do a little bit of chatting, maybe some like reactions, probably some karaoke, just a fun little hangout time for a few hours before I truly dissipate um in the ether. Okay, so here's the correction. It's 6:30 p.m. Eastern from for the author tours react. So if you are on Discord and you haven't joined Creators Domain, here's the link again. There is a main community for all of our little communities to interact, and each of us, meaning Nia, Desis, Tiff, Laura, Morgan, and I, have small communities inside of Creators on Main. You do have to assign the self roles for each community to have access to those, because those are um, private. Uh, do read the rules, please, please, please. We love you guys if you help us keep the community safe, positive, supported. We're working very hard to have wonderful people in our community. So let's see. I would love to be able to have one for writing only and one for personal use that could write the work laptop off of my taxes. That's one of the main things that I would like to separate my devices so I can actually put those things into the tax deductions. Um, so yeah, let's see. I have pink grapefruit Italian soda and kettle one botanical vodka flavor with rosé and grapefruit waiting for the pour. Ah, that's awesome. If it happens, it's probably gonna happen tomorrow on my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/author Andujar. If you don't have me on any of the social medias, Mama Maggie, I will make sure that I will post a community post here on YouTube for anyone who would like to join in. You and you can, join the party if it happens. And I will start your question, Deidre, so we can go to that. and then I will back this up and we will do our last 25 minutes. See ya in 25, friends. that was the last sprint of the evening for this stream, and the last sprint coming from me this year. Let's go ahead and say hi to our friends who came while we were spending the last time. We got Morgan, and we also got our friend Michael. How are you, friends? Hope you guys are doing well. We talk on chat, Morgan being a little anxious and stressed about the offer that she got verbally for a new job, but we're still waiting on the actual official one. But you know, if they want you for if they're already thinking of you to be in a supervision role, then friend, that's they are giving you that official offer. Um, it just probably is the holidays. It's probably right there before Christmas. Probably HR is like trying to get all their ducks in a row to send you that offer. So let's see. Hasten read some more of Saw, the sci-fi anthology. And yes, nerves are normal. Also, I work more on this brainstorming of this marketing specifics. Um, I like I started brainstorming of kind of like what kind of content I would like to do per thing and the possible frequency. One sec. Friends, I do have to go. Sadly, there's been a small food accident in my house that I need to deal with. Deidre, for this, reach out to me directly and I can help you depending on what you're looking for, if it's a account or a server. Just give me a few seconds. Um, so I gotta go before my patience really runs out. Happy holidays, happy new year. I'll see you guys at Nia's on the 6:30 Eastern. Bye friends. Bye bye.